Okay, this is a 2005 Mazda 3. It's the sedan. I'm doing some body work, and this is the not so bad part. There was a couple of spots here that I had to repair, especially around these corners, and there were some spots there and some spots here, and there's a big old hole right here which I covered up with some fiberglass. That worked out pretty good. And then did a little bit of door modifications. As you can see, maybe you can't. Well, there you go. Yeah, it's kind of rusty, but we put a little fiberglass and some Bondo, and there you go. Same thing with this side. Did a little patching. Still needs a little bit more here. It's not as good as I wanted to. I have some grinding to do. But actually, this side is not too bad. I did this. I hit it with some 80 grit sandpaper. Got it down to where I wanted it. Filled it with some fiberglass, short strand fiberglass putty. And that's what it looks like. And this was a little bit more of a pain because this one, the sun is not cooperating with me. This actually had, there's a big old hole right here, and they had to, I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, maybe you can. You can see where I did the repair right here. I had to take all this. It was a big old hole, but now it's good. There's some rust on the rockers. That looks good now. So that's what it looks like now. Winter beater car. It's not gonna be pretty to look at, but it will keep the water out for sure. And now the not so good part. As you can see, this I cut out with a grinder. Unfortunately, the metal was so rusty that I had to cut most of the part out, and now I'm still stuck with this, which is, it's just bad metal. And the unfortunate thing is, this is part of the wheelhouse, which is, it goes up there and it goes all the way down there, and it goes into the subframe, I guess, whatever you want to call it. And then, yeah, you can see how nice and rusty that was. I already sprayed it with some paint, but then I had to cut part of the door out too. There. I'm gonna have to fabricate some sheet metal or fiberglass. But I don't know what I will do with this. So as you can see, I had to cut out a part of the rocker panel there and make some marks. Now the thing is, I have no idea if I'm gonna just go to the junkyard and cut a piece out. Hi Charlie. Hi Charlie. Cut a piece out from another junker and then just weld that in here so I can get this arch that goes from there all the way around down there, and then meets up there and then there, and then the ugly door, which is crap. I was thinking about replacing these doors, but I don't want to. I'll just patch them up. They'll do the trick. And the other question is this rocker panel. As you see, I had to cut most of it off. And I'm delegating whether to leave it like this or make it straight and then just paint it, leave it, or weld a new piece. I'm not sure yet. And then we have the other side. The door's got a little damage there. And then I had to do some patching here too. This was all rusted out. Did the same thing I did on the other side here too. Typical Mazda. I don't know what the hell the engineers were thinking when they use these kind of cheap metals. You know, the engine will run forever, but the body will rust out. I mean, this is a 2005, 10 years old, and look at the rust on it. It's unbelievable. Obviously this car wasn't cared for at all. They didn't spray it down with oil. This is the other side I had to cut out. I had to cut almost the whole rocker panel off here too. This is all what's left. I try to cut it. I don't know if you can see it. Try to cut straight as I can down there. But you can actually see where it was supposed to be welded to, which would be this part right here. But it's got holes and stuff, and it's all ugly and rusty. I have to fix part of the door there. Door there. But this is my big dilemma. I had to cut most of the metal out because it was all rusty, and even this, I don't know if you can see, it's so flimsy, it's so cheap. Here I kind of had a mishap with the grinder. I cut into it a little bit, but this is the wheel hub or wheel housing or whatever the heck they call it. I have no idea. Well, yeah, this is what I'm tackling. Did the brakes, painted them green. They look nice. I kind of got a little paint happy, and I got some on the rotors, but they'll rub off. It'll be fine. I also did them on the front. Nice little green calipers. I like to change the struts in this. They were a pain. Holy cow, they were a pain. And the other side too. Nice and green. New strut, well used, but new. Rotors, pads, some fun stuff. And this is another pain that I'm tackling. Also, just bear with me. This is the engine, typical 4-cylinder, 2.3 liter. Pretty good little engine. Now I had a leak from the AC line right down here. I already replaced this hose from another junker. Now, as you can see, this goes all the way underneath the cooling reservoir, and it goes all the way into the firewall. This bottom, I don't know if I can get this bottom one right there. As you can see, it goes right in here. Now, this was easy to get out because it has a snap ring, and it comes out nice and easy. But going in, holy cow, it's a pain. Well, anyway, that's totally unrelated to the body work. You know, we'll see what happens. And then here was also some rust issues. I don't know if you can see, there was some rust here, kind of grinded it off. And there's my other issue in the corner there. I don't even know how I'm gonna get to this without removing the door. I don't want to. This is me grinding the metal. And some more rust. So yeah. And this is what it is, fiberglass. It's still pretty rusty on the inside, but it is solid now. Charlie. Char, what are you doing? Charlie. Come here, Charlie. Come on, baby. Come on. Where are you? There you are. Hi, baby. Hello. Yeah, that's Charlie. Anyway, yeah, so this is what I've been working on for the past 15-16 days. I also did some more mechanical work on it. This is 5-speed manual, 250,000 clicks. The interior is in decent shape. But yeah, I had to change the front suspension parts and such. But it's got a new headlight. Shiny. Yay. The other one, not so much. Maybe we'll do some buffing on it with some rubbing compound, get it back to shine. But I noticed that this one fogs when it gets wet, so the seal here is probably all gone. So I might just end up replacing this. We'll see. I don't want to spend too much money into it. Believe it or not, I bought this car for $200. That's Canadian, $200. And so far I spent another $200 on some parts that I had to get from the junkyard, including struts, knuckle. I'll show you the old parts, which is a heap of junk, twisted metal. Which is that, I don't know if you can see it, the lower control arm, the knuckle with the hub on it, the pressing bearing. Those are a pain to get out. If you ever have to change the bearings on this thing, I recommend go to a shop and get it done there, because their pressing bearings they're a pain. So I ended up changing this knuckle. I had to actually cut the bolt with my grinder off to get it out of the lower ball joint, which was down there. I had to cut it right there. It was a pain. And then change the calipers in the back, shocks, struts, and I even changed the axle on this because it was bad. And I did some fabrication to the new old axle shaft. Yeah, axle shaft. Because the boot was cut, so I used the inner tube and I put it around, and I kind of made a makeshift rubber housing. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm not, professional. This is just backyard mechanics, and I'll probably end up replacing the CV shafts in the front later on, depending on how long this car is going to last. It might last another couple years without even touching it, so we'll see. I'm not sure. But anyway, this is a 2005 Mazda 3 sedan, not the hatch, because nobody made a video about Mazda 3s that are sedans. And doing some body work, having some coffee, and yeah, if you have any questions and comments, or maybe some tips of how to do some stuff, let me know. Also, I'm gonna post some more videos of how this thing is coming along, and thanks for watching.